A big question we get during the birth planning session with an expecting mom is, are you going to perform an episiotomy? And of course, as a midwife, I'm like, what are you talking about? We don't do those things here. And we are firm believers with natural tearing versus creating a bigger hole by cutting an episiotomy, which is a diagonal line or straight line down the perineum to make room for baby. We, through research and really just through personal experiences, after being around over 7 years, Melissa's been around for a lot longer than that. Don't tell her I said that, but she's more experienced than a lot of other people I know, has just never seen an episiotomy be a good thing for a mom. And a caveat is, of course, there are situations where in an emergency, we have to do what we have to do and we're trained to do them. She's never had to do one, I've never had to do one. So we're firm believers that the body naturally knows what it has to do to get a baby out. An episiotomy is a cut on purpose that could continue to tear. And so therefore you might have a repair that needs to be more extensive than maybe it should have been had we just allowed the baby to pass through the canal and through the perineum in a natural state. There are things that we do to help the area stretch by doing warm compresses, by allowing you to push very slowly. And when it comes time for crown, we ask you to slow down so that you don't overly tear if that is going to happen. But we're firm believers that natural tearing is far better than a purposeful cut that could turn into something larger and an extensive repair that would cause you to have a longer recovery. I think episiotomies historically have just been what doctors have known to do. You get into a habit of something and it's like, oh, that's just what we do. And there are just areas, maybe even areas of the world or even areas within the United States where doctors have just not fallen into the practice of, hey, maybe let's just let them tear naturally and see what that happens. It just becomes habit, it becomes what you do. And you can't necessarily fault people for doing what they're comfortable with, but we are just firm believers that there is a better and natural and really safer way for you to tear and to be repaired.